Here we are back at it. As you can see, I've got the hydraulic master cylinder installed right in there. You're not doing this without taking your brake booster off, so feel free to do that. And also, as you can see, I horsed the Tremec into place with all the attachments that came with the kit. It's pretty good. You know, everything fit up really well. I'm doing this project completely by myself on my back in a garage on my C3. The install on the master went quite well. You're going to want to pull your seat out to do it. Pull your brake booster in your seat. The holes, I was able to use the existing holes for there. As you can see, there's plenty of clearance once you remove the original linkage. And then the Tremec fits right in there real nice. Had to kind of walk it back there using 2 jacks. I actually used my engine hoist to lift it up into place. I jacked the car up, slid it under. I don't like being underneath these things with jack stands anymore, and I absolutely positively have to. I don't want to go into why, but jack stands are not cool, but it's a necessary evil. So I slid the transmission into approximate position, used some canvas straps, and lifted the transmission up with my engine lift, and then kind of swung it back into place and walked the straps forward using blocks and jacks and put it in there. It's not that heavy. Again, like I was saying when we first got it, you are definitely going to want to deburr that sucker. It's got some flash on the castings that are very sharp, and didn't damage myself, but got a couple nicks and cuts, which project like this, that's probably not that big of a deal. Other than that, it's really good. I ended up not needing any spacing whatsoever on my throwout. In fact, that's in there without any spacers. I was having trouble getting things into spec. It says right in the instructions that the Chevy has a shallow bell housing. Unfortunately, this one's quite shallow, and the flywheel I got as a replacement doesn't have the same recess that the original flywheel did, so it stacks up a little bit higher even than probably a stock flywheel would. Again, don't use the flywheels. I do have another issue that I'm going to address. I'm going to put it together. Unfortunately, the engagement of the starter bendix is a little shallow too. I'm only getting about maybe 5/8 to 3/4 engagement on the ring gear. I'm going to actually modify the starter housing to bring the starter forward. I decided I want a full engagement on the ring gear, especially the motor I have in here's got a cam in it. This motor that's going in there now, it's got a cam in it, and it has thinner head gaskets, a little more compression. So other than that, we're ready to go. The master cylinder reservoir looks like it fits just right in there. Other than that, yeah, we're ready to go. Everything lined up real good. The mounts worked out real good, and so I'm going to bring the transmission up as high as I can, and I'm going to bring the motor in at an angle this way with my engine lift. And probably, I'm going to estimate probably about 3 hours. That engine's going to be in and bolted down, and we can start wiring this pig. And then I still have to do some mods on the exhaust system to fit the new headers. But other than that, this is going really well. So far, so good. We'll give you a report a little bit down the road. See ya.